thought we played pretty well for the most part, and then we just had a hard time at the end of the game. Part of that is we only played 7 guys, and part of it we haven't been in that situation much, and part of it is they're scrappy. So about everything that went wrong, and we were lucky to hold on. So you could view it as half empty or half full. It's pretty good overall. Played good against the zone. A little tired makes me. I would assume, again, I don't have the stuff in front of me, but we made 15 turnovers. I bet 10 of them were in the last 10 minutes of the game, or 8 of them were. We just didn't. He just came running at us, and it was a blank show.
Did Sincere do what you wanted him to do there in that last defensive possession? Just got unlucky on the call, or would you prefer, because the shot was so awkward, to just let him shoot that 3?
I thought it was a smart play. Like, Roger Ayers is a big-time referee, and a great referee, and a great person, but I'm still gonna watch the tape. I thought he got it before he shot it, but that's just me. But again, I could be wrong. We butchered the play. We butchered the sprint out. We switched the sprint out, which we shouldn't have, and they got an open look. And then we didn't rebound it. So, like I said, about everything that went wrong, then we fouled on the putback on the play before. Like, everything we did was, we just had some bad luck. But we didn't rebound the ball, so when you don't rebound the ball, that's what happens. We didn't handle the ball.
Did Roger explain why he reversed the call?
He thought it was upward motion, which I thought we got him early, but again, that's a tough call. Look, he's done Final Fours. Mike Roberts done Final Fours. Tim Comer, those guys are as good a referees as you can get on a game like that. So I'm not mad. He thought, look, those are judgment calls. We probably should have hit him a little earlier. I wasn't gonna foul with 15 seconds left because we didn't handle the ball good the whole game. So like, it's kind of a catch-22. Like, we're throwing it all over hell. So like, I really couldn't foul with 15 or 8, or because we couldn't really handle it.
In the first half, there's that 5-minute stretch where you got to kill your lead and stop them. I don't know if we're gonna score in like 5 minutes, 5:25. Is that good?
Yeah, 5:25. Thanks.
I guess
Timekeepers act.
Yes.
Were you happy with the general defensive effort today? It seemed like.
Yeah, there's second shots. Like, same thing happened at UMass. We played good defense and then we didn't rebound. Marcus didn't rebound. Mike Hughes wasn't in the game very much. We're a little slight at the guard spot. They just out-scrapped us. Like, I thought we tried. We just didn't come up with that.
You got 3-point shooting though.
What's
once.
that?
You got some 3-point shooting for once.
Yeah, what did we shoot? 8 for 23.
Yeah, Davian and Norman. When those guys are hitting, that's
That makes a
another
difference, but especially when you see the zone. Like, we spent a lot of time against the zone. Like 7 guys isn't enough to play now. Like, we got to play more than 7 guys if we're going to win.
Was that just like a coach's decision, or was it Ashton?
Well, Rotrop threw up all night, so I couldn't play him. Just decided to go with the older guards. But you notice we make mistakes when we get tired. Sin, Tavian, they make mistakes, both defensive and offensive. Unforced ball handling. So like, we're better off to play the younger guards. But you got to talk yourself into that.
I know we talked about it before, but I mean, what do you say to Mike after today's game? It's like technical. So that he was getting in some altercations early too.
I mean, I love Mike Hughes, but you got any advice? Because I don't know what the hell to tell him. Like, I told him before the game, look, 2 of those guys done Final Four games, so they certainly aren't going to listen. You should have got teed earlier in the game, and the guy likes me, so he did tee him. I mean, just can't control himself. I mean, it's simple as that, right? I think he's had I got 14 technicals my first year as a college coach, so I couldn't control myself either. Now I figured out that it doesn't do any good, so you might as well just sit there. You can sit there and yell and scream, and then every once in a while have a Penn State episode. But I haven't had too many.
Is there a part of it with, him or really any player, because, you know, it is that edge and that physical edge is part of his play, so is there part of it too where it's like you don't want.
Some of it's good, man. It's a double-edged sword. Yeah, is that what you're asking me?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, like he's an emotional, like, I'd rather have a guy like him than some guy that's a deadhead out there all the time. Like, in some regards, it's better. Like, I don't have to motivate him, he's gonna go hard. Right, he's gonna try to block every shot around the rim, he's gonna take pride in his performance. But at some point, you know, you keep doing the same things, getting the same results, you have to figure it out. But he makes a great point, he even said it, like, at least I care. Which he does. So do you discipline that? Like, I mean, I don't really wanna discipline him because he's giving me good effort. I mean, gotta keep teaching him. It's my job.
No, you're not happy with the rebounds, Weathers only had 3, but, you know, just talk about his play, I mean, 8 for 10, he just keeps coming at you, doesn't he?
Yeah, we just wish he can do better. That's what's crazy. Like, this guy's he's taking a big jump, but he's still not even close to where he could be. Just has to be more locked in all the time, like.
He had a spurt there where he was taking it to who? He went
Yeah,
that
then he
all the
got
time.
foul trouble, I couldn't throw him the ball.
Right.
I had to take him out. But he's good. He's a handful for anybody in this league because he's so quick, twitched when he gets it. And last year he's getting those things blocked, and this year he's just jumping over the top of those guys. But he's got rebound better than that. He's a good rebounder. So you figure we got 3 from him and 5 from Mike. That ain't enough. Bailey did a good job. One of these days Mason's gonna pop. He had a lot of open looks, didn't make.
Why do you think there's such an inconsistency on the defensive glass? I mean, you guys held Dayton to just 5 offensive rebounds and carry over to 19 today.
Well, they're mutually exclusive events, right? So we've had trouble with the quicker athletic teams. Like Dayton's more of a big, strong, like with Mike Salle and Trey Landers and Obi. A little bigger. Those quicker guards are getting us. And then our guards are small. Like, you know, not being able to play Ashton Miller hurts us because we played small when we sub. Other than Sin, we're not very physical, right? Even Mace is just a young puppy. Now he rebounds pretty good, but we're just not very physical at the guard spot. And then we're small at the big forward, like Marcus Weathers only 6'5".
For all this talk about lack of offensive rebounds, foul trouble, it's playing 7 guys, you guys still won the game today. Just how much do you put that in perspective and remind the guys, tune out the rest, we won this game?
It's a great point. It's exactly what my message was to them. I told them, I said, look, there's a lot of people that are going to quit on you, give up on you. It's us, we, them. Us and we on one side, them on the other. I don't know what them is, but it's funny because I told some other people, look, when I got here, they were 3 and 15 and 10 and 22. They'd have taken that one and run all the way to Fifth Avenue, Forbes Avenue, anywhere, downtown, right? They would have taken it, gone, had a beer, been happy, right? Now when we win, even when it's ugly, but we teased it, right? We've shown we can play with the big boys, right? So we did it to ourselves. Now we have to become better. We have to hold ourselves to a high standard, but we have to play better. It was pretty good. Like we had 2 good days of practice and we did some good stuff, but it should have been a 15-point game. Simple as that. But you gotta give LaSalle credit. They battled. They're better than their record. I think they're pretty good. They just had some injuries.
I don't think you said earlier, but was Ashton hurt, or was it just what you were saying earlier that you didn't want to? You just couldn't convince yourself to play the young guys. Is that what you're talking about?
We were going pretty good. You know, we were guarding pretty good. We were making shots. They were playing zone, and he hasn't made shots. So I just decided to go roll with what we did. But At halftime, I told all our coaches, I said, look, I'm scared to death we're not playing enough people. You know, that we're gonna get caught at the end because we're tired. Because one of our weaknesses is we're not physically mature stamina-wise. So I guess I was self-fulfilling in some ways, right?
Called your shot.
I've done it a long time. I have a good feel. We won a lot of games because we played 10, 11, and other people were playing 7. So 7 isn't good. Like I'm telling you, it'll catch us. It's no good. We need to play 9 at least. Now I gotta do it. It's kind of like, you know, I want to lose 10 pounds too, but I can't do it. And I have to have the discipline to do it. I like the goal.
I know he had, you know, when he was getting doubled late in the game, he struggled a little bit daily, but, how important was it to see him make a 3 again?
I thought he played much better.
Yeah.
Like I told you before, I take responsibility for Bailey's issues. Because I'm not a warm and fuzzy human being. But I spent time with him this week. I'm good at that. I spent time with him, I spent time with Mace, I spent time with some other guys. Because really this is a relationship business. They're not going to war with just anyone anymore. Right? They have to at least respect you. They don't have to like you, but they have to know you care about them off the court, or they're not going to war. So I told Bailey, I feel badly that he hasn't played as well, and I take responsibility for it, but I still have to win games. So, we broke a little bread, we laughed a little bit. Still probably doesn't like me, but that's the way it goes. Zach, no questions from you?
I asked my one.
Just one?
Hey, one and done.
You're one and done?
One and done. As long as it's a good one.
Did it? All right.
I appreciate you guys.
Thanks,
Thank
Keith.
you.